Hello and happy Monday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I am here with our message for the 28th of July, 2025. We'll be using a bunch of different cards because I left my other cards in another location. Anyway, I'll name them all for you in the description box because I don't have these committed to memory. All right, tuning into the energy atmosphere of the day, we have the sun in Leo, the moon is in Virgo. We still have all of our retrogrades, Mercury, Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, influencing us in the now. What's on offer to us in the energy atmosphere? Our first card of the day is, all right, Eight of Wands. We're off like a rocket today. This is a swift moving energy. One of my favorite eights in tarot because it's a double four. Four of Wands being the happiest card in the minor arcana of tarot. This is swift moving information and it's communication. It's also how we weave energy together. So this is a day to be very aware of heart-mind coherence. Eight of Wands is a great manifesting card as well, in my personal intuitive opinion, because what you are thinking is swiftly coming into being. Remember that this is a card of unity. Like I said, it's how things get woven together. It's often referred to as a marriage card. And what are we weaving? What are we binding together? Consider that. And where is your heart-mind coherence meeting your manifestation destiny? Great question, right? So this is where you're going to want to upgrade your frequency when you notice a less than favorable frequency. Do something about that right away. Validate, self-care, nurture, reaffirm. Let's see what's next. Six of Wands. Excellent. And look at this. This is like success and the Eight of Wands. This swift moving information and our success and victory are moving toward one another. What a beautiful card. So this is victory, success, homecoming to one's own heart space. The energy is moving swiftly, like I said. So take advantage of it in the now moment that it arrives. This is not one of those procrastination moments. You'll see it, you'll know it, you'll recognize it, and you'll do something with it, which is excellent. Right in the middle of our reading, back again, Justice still hanging out with us. I like that because this is us being in harmony with ourselves. We're balancing our own scales with a sword of truth. The truth is as light as a feather, right? And my sense of these first three cards is that we are telling ourselves the truth. We're not embellishing an old story. We're not remembering, let's say, an emotional trauma or a life trauma with exaggerated details. We're getting into the nitty-gritty and we're turning it into a success because we're recognizing limitations. And every single time we recognize a limitation in ourselves, this swift moving energy is coming in to sweep the deck clear. We've talked a lot about our foundation. We've seen a lot of fours. We've had a lot of Emperor. We've also had a lot of Tower and Devil card and Death card come in for us as well. Transformation, being able to see the pattern. And every time we see the pattern, we harmonize our energy, which is fantastic because that keeps us in a frequency that's much more in harmony with our manifestation destiny. Next set, three cards. What's on these scales? What are we harmonizing here with all this swift moving energy, victory, and success? Five of Cups. See, what did I say moments ago? Some kind of old emotional experience or trauma. Five of Cups, I see this card as an opportunity for reverence, and reverence brings change. So if we turn an old experience around and around and around in our head and we're attached to that and we're not in our heart with it, we can create a story of grief. And while grief is meant to be met with love, nurturing, and care so that there is more wholeness and harmony, oftentimes we linger in this energy longer than necessary. And my feeling here is that we have a great awareness of a Five of Cups experience. that we are revolutionizing for ourselves into a much greater harmony and a much greater launch pad for our oncoming, our blossoming. Then we have, look at that, the Five of Wands. I like this because it's giving action to the stillness that you see on the Five of Cups. So we start to be active, be in motion with an old emotion, right? And I feel like we are in, I don't know why I'm hearing it this way. We're determined to arbitrate whatever that Five of Cups is so that we can negotiate with our ego in a much more fair and harmonized way. The ego may not be ready to let go of some of this. So it can have that tendency to linger. It'll revisit us over and over, like I said earlier. And we're bringing some momentum to it through this 8 over here. And we're seeing a change happen in the actions we take on the Five of Wands. And then next we have 8 of Swords. We're liberating ourselves. You know, in light of how this card and its artwork looks, all 8s in tarot are about momentum. And the 8 of Swords is indicative of being attached to a limiting belief. And as soon as we recognize it, we peel the blindfold off, we recognize we're not trapped here, and we knock down the swords and we walk on. So that's really what's happening. And that's a great thing to have happening in this swift moving energy and all this success coming in on this particular 6 with justice sitting right there. 6 is a harmonious number. Justice is a harmonious card. And this is what we are harmonizing and liberating ourselves from. Gorgeous. Then we have, look at that. So we have the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Didn't this happen recently? We started out with the 8 and landed on the 4 at the end of the main body of the reading. I do think so. So this is like the 4 of Wands to the power of 3 in the tarot. This is what's hanging in the harmony. And this is why we are celebrating our success and recognizing what has the potential to hold us back. And we're blowing the doors off of that. Thank goodness. Bottom of the deck, how's the universe helping us out behind the scenes? We have the Knight of Wands. Excellent. More momentum. It'll be a serpentine kind of journey. We're going to go all over the place in this journey, though excellent, because this story of self-limitation probably has roots in a lot of different aspects of our life. We're going to discover them. We'll discover them all, and we will set it all free. Then the 8 of Pentacles. Excellent. Excellent. Keep doing what you're doing. It works for you. Stick to your tried and true spiritual journey activities that support you. And the 4 of Pentacles. Spend your energy wisely. Yeah, don't go throwing yourself down rabbit holes here as you review your 5 of Cups, or bring some action with the 5 of Wands as you set yourself free on the 8 of Swords. Spend your energy wisely. Invest in your oncoming. Next we have the 2 of Wands. Walk through those doorways of opportunity. Take advantage of this. It's a great time to be liberating yourself from the energies that have been holding you back, or attitudes and belief systems and programming. And then the Hierophant, another 5 in the reading out of the major arcana. So when we're talking about the 8 of Wands as a swift moving energy and how that can weave energy together for us, the Hierophant becomes a very important card in this scenario as you consider very first card of the reading, very last card of the reading. So swift moving incoming information communication and a consideration for what we are in manifestation with. And then the Hierophant is a card of tradition, which is going to get stimulated by your 2 5s over here. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Hierophant. We have a new doorway of opportunity. We have an opportunity as well to set ourselves free on that Eight of Swords. And we're running in like the Eight of Wands, all full of fire, passion, creativity, ambition, right? And we want to keep leveraging that with our Eight of Pentacles as we harmonize our scales for the things that at one time we talked ourselves out of and held ourselves back with. So be willing and ready to challenge all of that today. So instead of angel answers, we are having the Gateway Oracle cards. Same deal. Ask a question of the deck if you have one. Let the cards confirm the reading. Or be a fresh message altogether. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Excellent card here, especially in this scenario. Be looking through the lens of your light, your inner light. Shine that everywhere. It'll show you everything on these fives that is revealing itself for you to harmonize and shift frequency with. Next. Believe in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Well, you are the magic. Believe in your magic. Ooh, I'm taking the one behind this because follow your bliss. My soul sings with joy. Bring your joy to these more challenging cards. They won't stand a chance. These energies won't stand a chance in your light and your joy. Next. Very nice. We have rise above. I see only beauty and grace. See your beauty and grace. That's the magic too. And coming with this is flying free. I unfold my wings and fly. That's what's happening on that Eight of Swords right there. So rise above it all. See it from a different perspective, if you will. And make a difference in the scenario. Disrupt the story. Tell yourself the truth. No exaggeration, no dramatic ego size and, fainting couches, right? Don't give in to that. All right, final word on the reading from Wisdom of the Oracle. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? Beautiful. Our first card is soulmates. You are your own best soulmate. Start there. Your soulful presence and your waking earthly consciousness. Bring it together. And then see the magic in this and how it creates unity, harmony in every other aspect of your life experience. And then you have happy, happy. That's where it's at. That's like the big happy changes card out of Angel Answers. Focus on the happy, the joy, the inner light. Shine it on anything that feels like a shadow for you. Bring that shadow into the light and have some harmony there. And if you notice yourself telling yourself an old story and limiting the situation, challenge that too. Have the best Monday ever, folks. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.